Wedges make their lazy divots. Fairway woods and hybrids make contact in their particular way. But nothing has to go through the turf with quite as much authority as a properly struck iron shot. A survey of top players reveals that iron traction is an artful blend of design, customization, and feel. In short, keep the grind in mind.
I really like how the sole is grinded for me. I always struggle when the sole is a little bit flatter. It doesn't seem to go through the ground as much, so if I get a little bit of a roundness, a little curve to that bottom sole, then it goes through the ground a lot nicer. That's what the 62s do well for me.
Matters of shape and curve bring up the issue of bounce, a familiar concept in wedges, but no less important in the longer irons.
I suppose a lot is talked about bounce on obviously on your wedges, but it's needed on all the way through your clubs. All the clubs have to have the proper bounce and work through the turf. You know, if you catch it slightly heavy, you're going to come up 20 yards short, whereas if you've got the proper bounce on a club and you catch it a fraction heavy, you know, it might come up 5 yards short.
Your irons, what is it about them that makes them go through the ground exactly the way you like?
They have good bounce in it. You know, I think when it's wet, I think it's very important to have bounce in it. And I like bounce on my irons, especially my wedges too. So I think that's the key.
Do you like a lot of relief off the heel? Is there a certain part that you need to have ground away before they're good for you?
Not with my regular irons. Wedges, yes. You know, I grind off the heel a little bit, so you know when you're playing lob shots or when you punch shot to the wedges, it doesn't dig into the heel first, and close the club face down. So I have it a little shaved off on the heel side.
And it's not necessary to approach your approaches from the technical side. Just know what you want so you can tell the experts.
I'm not the scientist that designed or anything, but they go through they don't dig, but they also go through that ground good, and they come out of the ground good, and they feel unbelievable. The feel when you hit the shot is real solid. Some blades you get a little clanky feel, but these blades feel almost like a cavity back how solid they are.
If you're striking the ball the way you should, then quite a bit of the action of the club going through the ground happens after the ball has departed from the face. But think about it. If your hands are expecting a good feel because you trust your irons, well, you're that much more likely to make a good shot.